Going back in time, I remember an old trick I used to do, and it was a lot of fun, especially when performing for magicians. So, with that said, let's have some fun. Here's what we do. We're going to have a card selected. We can, let's say, do it in a fan style. I don't know. Let's just say here, a card is selected. Okay? Hopefully, it can be that camera. Okay. And then we place the card back, we'll say about here, and loosed up inside the pack, like so. And we can give it a shuffle. Now, I don't believe the card is on top. 8 of clubs? No? Okay. Nor do I believe it's on bottom. If it was so, that'd be much easier. But check this out, and hopefully I can get the right angle. Let me actually adjust the camera. Okay, so you can still see the 8 of clubs. We'll just use it in this example. Okay, we get it. And we just start giving a shake, a little shake. And believe it or not, your card, the 7 of spades, just appeared. 7 of spades, that's fun. Cool. And I thank you so much. So I hope you enjoyed the little trick performance of the stealth color change. If you can, before we continue, give the video a like, that'd be awesome. And subscribe if you can. Get more magical content like this. So onto the change, the stealth color change. This is not mine. I should say that right out. It was, I'll credit people below as we're doing this, but I just saw it through a couple of YouTubers. It was just kind of an underground thing that was just floating around YouTube, was again where I first saw it. I thought, that was good. And I learned about it like 1 to 2, I want to say 2 to 3 years into my magical journey. And it was just a really interesting thing. I thought it was unique. It's a little bit angle sensitive. Again, I don't know who really to credit, but I want to just talk about my additions to it in addition to the change itself. So I want to add some originations, what we can do on it. Just have an open discussion about the change itself. And so we'll get up to the color change. Let's just first go to the basics of the trick. Again, any card, and let's just say in this case the Ace of Hearts. And it is, as you imagine, controlled right to the top via your favorite method. I give different methods on my channel if you're curious about different basic controls. And once we got the card controlled to the top, from here we do a double lift. And I try to create some casualness out of it during this whole process so it adds some possibility. I say, is your card on top, the 7 of diamonds? They go, no. Is it? And I can just be very open and fair. I'm very open with it, and I know double won't split. Since the technique doesn't require me to have a break underneath two, it allows me to be a little more open with it. Anyways, so I say, is it on bottom? They go, no. Though if it was, that'd be making it easier, and they get it. So with that out of the way, we show the 7 of diamonds. We ask if it's their card. Okay, and then we do the stealth color change. Now here's the differences I make it, or additions I try to add to it. First, I try to do an open display, making sure this is just more of a note to show the cards, and you don't have your, the crux of this technique is kind of like a version of clip shift in a way. Instead of having to do all that crazy motion like this with the clip shift, or however it works, I never mastered it. Instead of all that, instead of trying to go up with the motion, this is going down, and we're going to be using our pinky. But I tried to delay the time of the pinky so no one thinks it's the pinky in action with it. So I try to display it, I give it a little shake, and the angles for this is, and I'll actually do it midway so you can actually see the angles for this. It's actually quite decent. You can't do it from the side because there will be major flashes you're doing the change. People will see this. I'm trying to keep it like in motion, and just seeing that motion is very, very obvious for that side. So you gotta do it. Be aware of your angles. Only do this for a couple people or different conditions. Especially from this angle, you might be able to see something occasionally from this angle. I try to shift it really fast when I'm doing techniques, which I'm going to cover. Don't worry. But right here, But yeah, just be aware of your angles and how to do this. So the actual technique, middle finger and thumb, like you're doing a biddle grip. Other fingers coalesce. You try to display it up here, and this makes it a little bit more low so people can see it. And you can actually keep the display right here so they get an angle view into it. Right there. So from here, we use the pinky. The pinky contacts. If I can try to be specific, I know the lighting is terrible. My apologies. Let me actually try to raise the lighting just for a second so we can actually see this a little better. Okay? Excuse the brightness of me. So I contacted normally this area, so right in between. Imagine if this was 7 diamonds, it'd be right around this area. So I contact right there, or on the upper, actually on the upper diamond in this case. A little bit more, like around middle area, upper diamond area, if you can imagine it. And technique is to just use your pinky and just push out, and the card will flap like that naturally. Believe it or not, it's a lot easier than a clip shift, especially knowing that I couldn't do clip shift. Hence why I like this technique. It goes out, pops out like that, and then the thumb and the ring finger, okay, lift up on the deck, turning it, and so the card stays stuck right here, held by the pinky, and then the whole deck turns and then covers the card and takes it to the bottom of the deck. So again, boom. So I should do this. Boom. I pop it out, showing it. Pull the deck up as this card, the card that was changed from, coalesces underneath. We get the new change card. And again, this is done under the context of showing it and giving a wave and then it color changing or something to that nature. And again, you want to be, I'm in tight angles right now, so I might have flashed. But again, you would want to look like that. Now, here's some subtleties I have done that are kind of unique to the effect. One is that, and I should probably use different contrasting cards. Let's, 4 and Queen. That sounds good. Okay, so continuing with the color change. So we've got this card right here, and one subtlety I've done that gives a beginning and ending cohesion. It seems like just one action. Is that'd be cool if it was. And then I casually on the offbeat do a dribble. Okay, this sets up this helps make it logical for the later action I'm going to do. So just casual dribble, and I still got my double face up here. I haven't done the change yet, but I'm just casually doing that. And then I say, okay, check out the card. We'll use this as an example. Make it seem like it's a random card we're just using for this, which in one context it is. And then I start to give it a wave, and then using my pinky, pop it out, going around and doing that, and we square it on it. So in actual motion, this is not your, so dribble. We say, okay, we'll use this card as a random one, do it a wave, it changes, and then I do a second dribble in this position. It won't be your finest dribble, but it will give that final cover and casualness for the card going to the bottom. And it's while it is technically optional, it's one thing you can do. I just throw it in there. And so then now that everyone sees the card, they can see this not here, or it's not switched on in any weird way. They see this is a double backer. Everyone's going, wait, what? How? And the cleanup, if you're worried about hecklers, is just a normal triple swing cut. So 1, this is the top of the packet, taking it to the upper third that's lost here, and now separating it with the evidence, which is right here. This is the bottom of the pack. We can just set it right here. So we can just do that. And we have essentially cleaned up and kept all the packets separate. So then you can hand it out. So I just do a casual triple cut, and then you're like, yeah, then there you go. Check it out. Cool. Everyone's reacting, and I just do a casual triple cut, normal triple cut, swing triple cut, and then you're done. And that's the end. So My little additions were the effect of dribbling after, which does help. Boom. It helps to dribble to make the effect a little bit more messy or realistic. I know I've seen some people do this. Again, I'll credit the original people in there. I just wanted to try to add some stuff to it because I have used, and this is why, I've used this trick or sleight into a trick for many years. That Magic Castle is an off and on thing, kind of a throwaway thing, but a lot of people appreciated it, and all the videos on it are very old or older. I've seen some videos on the stealth color change that's like 12 years old or something like that. It's crazy, 8 to 12 years old. And the main thing is that I want people to be able to use it as a reverse version of the clip shift, and to maybe use it in a different context, even on an offbeat. You want to get rid of a card, or just surprisingly color change it. The audience is misdirected. You do the move. You set the cards down, and they change, and you're like, whoa. Or there could be some context you can use it in. So that's why I put out for the community with some additions. So it's not like I'm totally jacking someone's technique. I try to add to it while crediting the original people so everyone's happy. I have a lot of critics. All that said, I hope you enjoy this. And if you haven't liked the video yet, give it a like. And if you haven't checked out this video or this video yet, definitely do so. And I will see you in the next video.